So you've gotten into the habit of eating healthy food, you've gotten into the habit of going to the gym every day, working out, got into a nice routine, meditating every day, journaling every day, and then inevitably life happens. Do you just throw up your hands and give up? Today we're going to talk about what you can do when life happens. Welcome back, guys. If you're new here, hello, my name is Tanya. This channel is all about health, wellness, and lifestyle. I post videos every single Wednesday, so let's get right to it. In today's video, we are going to talk about what you can do when life happens. I mean, we've all been there. Heck, life is happening to me right now. I mean, really life. If you've been following me on Instagram or Facebook, you would know that I have torn the ligaments in my ankle. What a time. What a great time for that to happen. Now, I mean, of course, I didn't plan for this to happen, but it did. Sometimes we hit a roadblock. Sometimes they are small, just minor roadblocks, like having a cold or having, work late, getting home. There's no dinner prepared, no healthy, no food in the house, so you have to get takeaways. Other times, there are huge roadblocks, like having your ligaments torn off in your foot, or your health really takes a turn for the worst, or you lose a loved one, or your financial situation changes, or there's so many things that can change that just flip your life completely upside down. And the thing with these roadblocks is that you can't really prepare for them. They just happen so suddenly and so unexpectedly that you don't know what to do. And it is just so much easier to go back into autopilot, doing the things that you've been doing for such a long time, instead of continuing with this road that you have just started, that you've just embarked on. But also there's always something you can do. Over the weekend, I heard a beautiful quote from Les Brown. I'm not sure who said it originally, but he just, it really spoke to me. You can't control what happens to you. You also cannot control what happens around you. But what you can control is how you respond to it. Now, if that ain't wisdom, then I don't know what is. Okay, we need to learn that you can't control everything. You can't control what happens to you. You can't control what happens around you. You can't control the people around you, but you can always control how you respond to it. You can, believe it or not, control your emotions and your reactions. And you always have a choice. Do you give up or do you get up? I prefer to choose the latter. It is so easy when something hard happens or an obstacle pops up on your path to say, you know what, this obviously just isn't for me. Really? Is being happy, healthy, wealthy not for you? How do you figure that? And then also, if that is something you truly believe, you really need to go and dig deep and understand why it is you feel like that. Because we are all deserving of health. We are all deserving of happiness, of peace, of success and energy and just love. And you need to love yourself enough to believe that. We can also say that it is too hard. Okay. I mean, really? Is getting out of bed early to go work out, eating healthy, meditating, working on yourself, getting good sleep, is all of that harder than looking at yourself in the mirror and being disappointed with the person looking back at you? Is it really harder than feeling guilty every single time you take a bite of a piece of cake or have a chocolate? Is it really that much harder than not being able to climb the stairs without getting out of breath, or not being able to find clothes for yourself, or not being able to play with your kids? Is it really harder than that? Is it too hard, or are you just comfortable with living the life that you have lived for such a long time? I mean, yes, I get it. Being healthy and, making good choices for your body and working out, getting to the gym, it's hard. It is hard. I'm not going to lie. It's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it, right? But it is also hard being overweight or being unhealthy, being scared that at any moment you could have a heart attack, or it is hard not being able to play with your kids when they just want their parents to come play with them. It is hard. All of it is hard. You have to choose your hard. Remember, when you get out of your comfort zone, amazing things happen, okay? Where you're comfortable right now, eating the foods you're eating, doing the things you're doing, all of those. I mean, there's a reason you set goals and want to change habits. It's because you are not happy with your current situation, the way that it is. You want to change that. Isn't that hard? Isn't it hard coming home every day to the life that you don't want to live? Think about that. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of that comfort zone. It is not helping you. I'm telling you this straight right now. It is not helping you at all. In fact, it is coddling you. It is just stunting your growth. You need to burst out of there. Get out of your comfort zone and grow. Having a positive outlook on life and a positive mindset is really important as well. I mean, I've heard that quote, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. Why? Because whatever you believe in your mind, what you believe you deserve, is what you are going to live, is what you're going to go after. So if you don't believe that you are worthy of being healthy, of being happy, of being content with your life, at peace, balanced, then guess what? You are going to sabotage yourself. I also heard an amazing quote from Les Brown, and I'm going to totally, completely paraphrase. But basically what it said was that if you reach a level of success that you don't believe you deserve, you will subconsciously sabotage yourself. You guys, you will subconsciously sabotage yourself. I have literally experienced this firsthand, and I know you have too. I know you have too. And I always say, why am I sabotaging myself? Why am I doing this to myself? I heard that quote and it finally all made sense. So I'm working on that. It is an ongoing process. It is always something that you need to work on. This is a journey. It is not just a sprint, start, finish, boop, there you go. Everything is fantastic. You have to continuously work at it because we change all the time. Okay, so plan A didn't work out. That's fine. There are 25 letters in the alphabet left that you can use. When something happens, take a look at the plan, see what you can change or what you can adapt to suit your current reality. I mean, my foot is completely useless at this point. I cannot train my lower body. I can train my upper body. I can still eat healthy. Just because my foot is now out of action does not mean that I have to be. I always have a choice. I could choose to just,
oh, poor me, this is so sad. I can't train legs. Oh no. I'm on crutches, this sucks so bad.
or I can say, okay, I can't train legs. What can I do? I can train my upper body. I've got shoulders, I've got biceps, I've got triceps, I've got my back, I've got my lats, I've got my traps, I've got, my chest. There is so much I can do. Why focus just on the small little thing that I can't do? I can eat healthy. I can still drink my water. I can still meditate. I can still journal. There you go. I also often hear that I don't have time. Okay, so you don't have time. What are you doing with the time that you do have? I myself am guilty of this. Okay, I have said I don't have time to study and read and meditate and journal and do yoga and meal prep and all of these things. Take a step back. Just take a look at all of the things you want to achieve and break it down. Maybe yes, maybe you are right. You can't do everything in one day. Then don't try and do everything in one day. Break it up into the week. I mean, it really is not that hard. If you are spending an hour a day on Facebook or on Instagram or on YouTube or on TikTok or whatever social media platform consumes you, there's an hour where, I love YouTube. So I will put on a YouTube video and I will cook, meal prep. I will still exercise. I will put on an audiobook and exercise. But there is always a way, is what I'm trying to say. Just have a look at your day every minute. Account for every minute. Go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, skincare routine here. Facebook for 15 minutes there, work for 8 hours there, Instagram for an hour there, and I promise you, you will find time where you can slot things in. And I understand, yes, but when do I get time to unwind and sleep? Prioritize it. Once again, you don't have to do everything in one day. Prioritize it. If you need to be in bed by 10, 10:30, 11, work it back. You get home at 6 o'clock, you need to go to bed at 10. That gives you 4 hours where you can clean the dishes or clean the kitchen. You can prep your lunches for the next day. You can read. You don't have to read the whole book. You can read a page, 2 pages. You can meditate. You don't have to meditate for an hour. You can meditate for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can work out also. It doesn't have to be an hour-long workout. You can work out for 10 minutes. That is what Tabata and HIIT workouts are there for. You give it your all. You give it full-on intensity for 8 minutes, for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, and then you are done. That is it. You don't need a whole lot of time to do the things that you want to do. And when life happens, you choose. Do you give up or do you get up? Do you figure it out? Do you make a plan? Do you change the plan? Do you adapt the plan? You decide that. You get to choose that. What I want you to take away from this is that you always have some level of control. Our circumstances change, but we always have a choice. So the next time a chocolate craving hits, I can either go, hell yeah, go buy all the chocolates, binge it out, or I can go buy a small chocolate, have a couple of blocks, or I can have a fruit, or I can sit and try and understand where this craving is coming from. Sometimes it is literally your body saying, I need some mineral or vitamin that you are not giving me. Sometimes it is an emotional thing that we are trying to fill. And you need to sit and figure that out. Do I feel empty? Am I trying to fill an emotional void? Or am I really just list for chocolate? Is it a habit? Is it because I'm bored? What is it? Where is this craving coming from? Can I substitute it with something else? Or is it specifically chocolate that I'm looking for? And I can almost guarantee it is not chocolate that I'm looking for. So right now, what I'm doing with my ankle is that when I do get a craving for something sweet, I like to say to myself, sugar causes inflammation in the body. You do not need any inflammation in your body right now. You need to heal up your ligaments. You need to be very, very, very cautious about that. Make sure that you eat the right foods, foods that are aiding in your healing, not that is stopping your body from taking care of itself. I want to ask you guys a question. What does life look like to you? What is normally that thing that trips you up? And I know you guys all have one. When everything just seems to be, in alignment, everything is going great, everything is going perfect, suddenly this one thing happens, or this thing always seems to come up, or always seems to happen. What is that one thing? And I know you have it, so please leave a comment below and let me know, what is your life that happens? If it's something different every time, let me know. I want to know. And I think we'll all see that there's a common trend or a common thread that happens. I mean, it'll be probably injury, illness, time, money, resources. You don't have any ideas, those kinds of things. So let's see. Drop your comments below and let's discuss it, shall we? So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know why not in the comments below. If you feel like someone could benefit from hearing this message, please do share it with them. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notifications bell so you get notified every single time I post a video, which is on Wednesdays, every Wednesday. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. And remember to make good choices. Bye.